Hey there everyone, Michael here. So, I want to tell you a little bit more about me for those maybe who are new, who have been around for a while. I want to tell you more about what makes Michael Michael. So let's hop right in. 50 facts about Michael. Ready, set, go. So I tell everyone I live in Washington, D.C. I actually live in Maryland. I just say that because people sometimes don't know where Maryland is, but if you say Washington, D.C., people get the idea, but I live in Maryland. In my videos sometimes I'll talk about traveling with my family. When I do, I'm referring to my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my grandmother, and my uncle. We love traveling together in my family. We don't get to go together as often as I would like because, you know, work schedules and all that, but at least once a year we spend time together, go usually a Disney vacation, not always, sometimes we have to do something else, but usually a Disney vacation, we love traveling together. I've been to Disney World more times than I can count. I lost track at 35, like 3 years ago, so I have no idea how many times, but it's over 35. So I work in an office in Washington, D.C. teaching managers the importance of work-life balance for their employees. So it's fun, so I can use my, I go to Disney this often, you should do this for your employees. They kind of use that together. It's pretty cool. For those who are wondering, I am 6 feet tall, so come say hi if you see me. Can't miss me in the crowd. My dream vacation would be to spend a week or 3 days at each deluxe resort and just not worrying about my bags and clothing and anything, just having fun, doing every single one, maybe 3 days a week just for like 2 months. That would be like the dream vacation. Another alternative to that would be traveling around the world to all the Disney parks in like 1 month. That would be incredible. In a past video, I said my dream job would be Stacy, to take her place in Must Do Disney's. Once she's done, she's really good by the way. But I think my dream job in total would be to be able to share my love of Disney with all of you full time. That would be whatever I can do in that regard to share my love of Disney with all of my friends. That's what I want to do. I play Disney music in my car all the time. So my sister will get in the car with me and she'll be like, Michael, can we turn the Tomorrowland area loop off? Maybe something else? And it's the Haunted Mansion loop after that. And so it's a lot. I do have it on in my car all the time. It's just one of those things that's just always there. Something you probably don't know, when I was in high school, I was in JROTC, and in the future I was thinking about becoming a Navy captain. So that was like a whole nother life of Michael. I still loved Disney then, but it was a completely different mindset. But you grow into who you want to be, and I couldn't be happier in the work that I do and the ability I have to go to Walt Disney World and share it with all of you. I love dogs. I'm a dog guy, and I had a bull mastiff when I was a kid, and I loved Rocky. Rocky was the name of my bull mastiff. And then when I was in high school, my parents had a Belgian Malinois. That was really cool. So I love dogs. I'm definitely a dog person. And in the future, if I was to get another dog, I think it'd be another bull mastiff. I love those dogs. They seem big, but they're like gentle giants. I love them. I never smoke. I never have and never will. My favorite movie genre, besides Disney movies of course, is action. I love action movies. Brings me into my next one. My favorite non-Disney movie is Batman the Dark Knight. I know it's like a classic now, but I love Batman the Dark Knight with the Joker and everything. That really did get me. I love making videos. There are videos of me and my family when I was a kid, and I'd be running around with the video camera, so I've been doing it since I was a kid, but I really didn't get into video like this and YouTube and Facebook Live and all that great stuff until really recently actually. When Facebook Live first came out, was available to everyone, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I get to share it with my friends, and less than a month later I was at Walt Disney World. Just coincidence. It was just coincidence that it came out then, but it was at Walt Disney World. I was streaming right away. I was enjoying it, and after that I really started getting into it, and I knew what my passion was. I knew I loved Disney. I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't really know how I was going to do that or what steps to take. And when Facebook Live came around, I loved doing that, and now I love being on YouTube, and that's another avenue I really hope to explore and move forward with. I definitely love sharing the magic all over the place with all of you, my friends. My first job in high school, I was a lifeguard. I did that for 3 summers. That was interesting. I had 3 saves. They were all very interesting. There was a woman who had a heat stroke in the pool and you had to go jump in and save them. So I know how to swim. That was a fun job. I would not do it again, but it was definitely a fun job. I have a lot of empathy, so if like my sister or mom are really upset, I'll kind of feel upset with them. I don't know if you're like that too, but for me, I kind of just take feelings and they become mine, and it's sometimes good and sometimes not so good. I have worked in the food service industry. I was a waiter for a few months. I did not like it, but I have a lot of respect for those who do it, so thank you. I have a phobia of sharks and sea critters getting me when I'm in the ocean. It's just something I've always had. I'll go into the water, check out the waves a little bit, and be like, oh, something's touching me. I don't like that. That's one of the things I don't like that. I don't want things touching me when I'm in the ocean. I don't know what's in that water. I'll go surfing at Typhoon Lagoon. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'll just hang out near the beach, stand on the sand, a little bit of waves, that's okay. I'm allergic to fresh pineapple, and I know what you're thinking, stop right there. Pineapple Dole Whip does not count because it's not like super fresh, like right off the fruit pineapple. And even if I eat it, I'm not gonna like die. I'm just gonna get all itchy. One of the most common questions I get, Michael, how old are you? I am 26 years old at the time of filming. I don't like to talk about it a lot because people will be like, oh, you're too young, or you're part of the millennial, or all that. I have an old soul, so I like just being who I am and not being, put into a category. That's kind of just my thinking behind it. But now you know, 26. I got my first gray hair when I was 21 years old. See that up there? That's a patch of gray. When I did, it was really hard. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. In my family, we go grayer just a little bit earlier. It definitely is part of the family, but we usually hang on to our hair. So I'll take that. I'll take that. In my opinion, my brother and my sister are my best friends. I value them as such, and I see them as the most important people in my life. This is one you probably don't know. When I was in high school, I was a wrestling champion. It's not the one from TV, it's the one from the Olympics, like the Roman wrestling, so just keep that one in mind. Kind of cool to have in my past. On the wrestling topic, I broke my wrist 3 times in the same spot. It doesn't hurt, so it's okay. I am a huge Star Wars fan. I have been a fan since I was really, really small, love it all, and I can't wait for Rogue One and so many other Star Wars movies that are coming out in the future. Cannot wait. I don't do scary at all. I don't do the haunted forests. I don't do scary movies. I don't do it. I don't like to be scared. That's one of my things. No scary stuff. Apparently I've had the chicken pox twice, as an infant and then like as a 2-year-old. I don't know how true that is. I was told that. Apparently it's not possible and I got it. I don't know. My all-time favorite picture of me as a kid at Walt Disney World, and I don't have it here, it's with my parents, but it's my grandfather. He was in one of those electronic wheelchairs. He was in his 90s. We were coming from England to France and I was just a little kid and I was kind of like doing the controls for him, and I have that picture with him and my grandmother, and it's a memory that I hold on to and cherish. I definitely gotta scan it in and show it to you sometime, but it's not with me now. I'll have to get another time. My voice didn't always sound like this. I went through quite a bit of voice cracking, and I don't know if I can do it anymore, like all like that. That was so difficult in high school. So if you're younger and you're going through like voice cracking and it's never settling, hang in there because it gets better. It does get better. Your voice levels out. You have a good voice. It works. So just hang in there if you're dealing with that now. I'm allergic to cats. Seems like it's only some kinds though, like hypoallergenic cats are okay, I don't know, but some cats I'm allergic to, some cats I'm not. I have no tattoos, so another fun fact. I don't really drink that much, and I know what you're thinking. Michael, do you drink at Walt Disney World? Actually, never. I know. It's difficult to hear, but I never drink at Walt Disney World because I like to have like my energy 100% all the time, like go, like 100% energy at Walt Disney World. If I have any drinks, I will be tired. I don't want that, so I really don't drink much. My favorite Disney movie is Hercules. I have never been on a cruise, and the first one I'm going on is going to be a Disney cruise, but I've never been on a cruise yet, so that's on my to-do list. I love skiing, and I do now. I didn't years ago because I had a really bad accident when I went skiing with my cousins in Vermont. Killington, I don't know if you've heard of that mountain, probably named correctly, but I went down the wrong way, and I ended up going down a double black diamond. I wasn't ready. I was like 12 years old, and I ended up breaking, my nose and all this stuff, and it was horrible. It could have been a lot worse, but luckily I was wearing a helmet, so that's good. Always wear a helmet when you ski. Always do it. But I love doing it, and I've gotten back into it now, which is good, but it took me a while to get back from that accident, let me tell you. I love Marvel movies, X-Men, Avengers, no matter what it is, I love it. Those movies always grab my attention. Just saw Doctor Strange. That was great, by the way. Check that one out. When hinges creak in doorless chambers. I know the entire Haunted Mansion audio loop. So from Hinges Creak and Doorless Chambers to And a Ghost Will Follow You Home. Yeah, I know the entire thing. I probably need to refresh a little bit before I do a live stream of the entire thing, but you get the idea. I know it from start to finish. I don't like to bite anything cold. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but if there's like a popsicle or like an ice cream, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. If I like bite it, I can't do that. I cannot do that. It's no to that. I don't do that. I know a little bit of sign language, which is really helpful to communicate with those who are deaf. I love peanut M&Ms and York peppermint patties. Those have got to be two of my all-time favorite sweet treats. When I'm not at Disney, of course. If I go to the beach and I'm in the water and all that good stuff, I do not like that sand sticking to my body. I don't want that sand on me the moment I am off the beach. I don't know why. I have never been outside the United States. So first time I do, it's definitely gonna be on a Disney cruise or maybe Tokyo Disneyland or Euro Disney. One of those things, gonna be great. I like to cook every now and again. I really got my first taste for it when I had the baklava in Morocco at Epcot. As soon as I had it, I was like, I have got to learn how to make this because it's so good. And nowadays, apparently, this is what my family says, not saying me. My family says mine is better than Morocco. So I don't know if that's the case, but I've been practicing that recipe and I can share it with you if you want. Let me know in the comments. Believe it or not, I was at the Polynesian with my family in 2004 when Hurricane Charlie hit and closed the Animal Kingdom and a couple other parks. Really, I've been there for 2 of them now, so that's something interesting, right? That's cool. Another fun fact, I'm an Eagle Scout. I used to go camping all the time. There was this one time I went wilderness survival training, we go out in the woods, and I found this, tree that was over and all that, decided to like camp out under that because we couldn't use a tent. And in the middle of the night, I hear these like things falling. I couldn't, maybe it was rain, I don't know, big drops. Sure enough, I turn on like the little lighter I have, and these beetles, these giant beetles are falling all over me. Oh my gosh. Long story short, I don't go camping anymore. That doesn't mean I don't like camping, ever since then I've just been like, no. My favorite restaurant of all time at Walt Disney World is Ohana. Love Ohana for that buffet. My favorite ride, and it's so close, but my favorite ride is Space Mountain. I do love it. I can't lie. I can't, okay, see, ready? I'm gonna try one. Ready for this? I'm a really good artist. You see that? I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I just end up smiling. I can't lie, so I'm always gonna tell you the truth. That's good. My biggest fear in life is losing my love and passion for Walt Disney World and the magic somehow going away. That is a huge fear of mine. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, and I'm grateful for that, but I'm always like worried that it might. So that's just something that's like on my mind sometimes. And to top it all off, my favorite character is Mickey Mouse, and that is 50 facts about me. Let me know in the comments below. Do you relate to any of them? Or any of them kind of like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, or that's so cool? Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you. Until next time, have a magical day.